Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 79, day 5. So today, of course, we got Green Guild War. We're going to be finishing up Invasion. If I'm not mistaken, we've actually already finished the faction event, which I can actually go claim the orb from then. And we'll go collect that right now, might as well. Can we get a major blue? Technically counts towards 4 minor blues towards Zugoff, technically. Not Zugoff, I mean, oh, we didn't get it though. Towards, what's his name? Towards, the enraged Carandera. I couldn't think of his name for a second. But I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother crafting it once we do have enough orbs. Because, of course, the main goal is to see if there's a better one that's going to be coming out. Because obviously getting 8 power orbs, if they're all going to cost 8 power orbs, is ridiculously hard to do. That's definitely not a quick thing to get done. But yeah, we need to go, speaking of things to get done, but we do need to go get Invasion done. Still got another 1 day, 5 hours, so still got a whole solid day to go get that done. Looks like our guild's within hitting distance. We won't have it done tonight, however, we will pretty much be done by tonight. Which I might as well claim these rewards as well. And then we'll do our battles, and then we get to claim the final one, final little orb there. And hopefully we see some blues over here, because we definitely need them these days. And we did indeed get one, and a purple as well, so some good drops there. Okay, but anyways, main thing that we're going to be doing, Guild Wars. So those are the 2 main things, and we'll hand out a code between Guild Wars and the other thing after we go clear out the daily. As far as dailies, I don't think we had anything good today. No, we have 1 event key. Some of you might need 1 event key, however, I do not need event keys whatsoever. 1 gem key would be more valuable to me. However, let's go do Guild War Day. Actually, I should probably go change my thing. I don't think we need magic. Let me double check. I believe we're using a Lord of Slaughter team, if I'm not mistaken. I want to double check. Some kind of weird skull spam team with Lord of Slaughter is, I believe, what we're using for a Green Day. I know I revamped it slightly. So we're using Assassin with Lord of Slaughter, Leprechaun, Wild Queen. That's fine. We can work with that. What do we currently have Assassin set up to? I believe we need to change it to green because we changed something on it earlier for one other team. Let's see. So it currently has dodge, that's fine. 7% kill when you get a kill, that's fine. Stealthy, that's fine. Do we need blue storm or purple storm more? I feel like purple storm with this team. Some extra gold, some freeze, and some hunt. So I guess it's fine. And then we get a nice Essence of Evil down. However, why do we have a +2 blue instead of a +2 green? Is there not a good +2 green banner? What is a minus yellow banner that has +2 green? None. That's why. How about minus red? I know that's the color we use. However, no. Yes. Green brown. Or green. Do we have green purple? +2 green and +1 purple. What's the other option? We can go minus brown. I'm looking for a +2 green. None of them are perfect. Well, ideally we'd have a minus yellow, so I see why we're currently running the banner that we are. Oh, never mind. We have the extra +1 green off a Leprechaun. I forgot. We don't need the extra green. We already have it, the extra green. Also, would it be better to have the storm set to purple? Does it even matter? They're going to storm counter us anyways. It doesn't matter what color our storm is for this first battle. Oh, no, purple leaks into more troops, and it might give us a reshot on Leprechaun, so we'll keep it as is. However, I do need to switch off of magic, because that's what we currently have it set to. We'll go set to seasons. Pure season. Also, I almost feel like switching over to Frost Mage for this one single battle. Just because they are using a loop team currently. However, I think we can kill it quick enough without it. So how did our guild do today? We are doing 0-10 on our defense. Guild is demolishing, though. Did they not do their battles? Yeah, just didn't do their battles or something. They're all the way in, like, dead last. Well, at least we'll get a win. Good time to farm for tomorrow because we'll have 100% extra XP. We'll need to get on that. But yeah, we probably won't have a morning stream tomorrow. However, later in the day, we'll probably do a longer nightly stream for Gems of War. Especially since the stream tonight was a little bit of a weird time due to the other stream we just did. But we'll make up for it by having a bit of a longer stream tomorrow for Gems of War. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope all of you have been doing well. Hope all of you have been having a wonderful weekend. Hello Isabel, hello Cookie. Hello Bill, hello William, hello John. Welcome, welcome everyone. Let's go throw a Wild Queen down and hopefully not miss. Good. Didn't get green out of it though, but we can just Leprechaun for it and should be fine. Get Essence of Evil out of that. We can then go disable any one thing we want. And that is dead off a Lord of Slaughter. Do we have alignment? It's not guaranteed, so we'll go for a poke. We'll go for another Essence. And I guess we hope for alignment now, because we don't really have much other option other than trying going for it. We unfortunately miss, which hurts a little bit of our score. However, it gets completely destroyed after. Yeah, for the tournament, we had as high as like 21,000 score at one point. It was like high 20,000. And then by the end, we got down to 17,000. I don't even think if we had 21,000, that would have been enough. I'm pretty sure it would have been a 25,000 minimum. We won't know until the results come in. Well, we're definitely not going to place with what we got at the end. But we had a lot of fun with it, nonetheless. We'll probably do that whenever it comes around. They don't do the tournament thingies too much, the qualifiers. And it's a lot more convenient with it being in the game. The previous format that they did for it was so ridiculously annoying. Though it did have a leaderboard, which made it a little bit easier to track, though. It's a little bit weird that this method does not. Hopefully for the next one, they'll have it implemented. It's a really weird thing to be lacking for it. You're playing the whole time and you have, like, no clue where you are. Okay. That's actually really bad how much damage he just got there. I'm just going to go for Explosion just because we need the mana so much more at this point. However, our follow-up is, like, auto-win right there. Let's see. Is there any way we could double Cascade Skull here? I'm not seeing an option, so we'll just take that. Likely extra turn, and that's match. A little bit of a shaky start, and still lost a troop and lost some points because of it, but still came through. Good evening, Ella! Hello, Curtis. Welcome, welcome. I'll slip them in if I didn't already say hi. Got a Zugoff build here. The almighty Zugoff. We're frozen on green, aren't we? So I can't go for that. So we shan't. Oh gosh, you got so much blue off of that. Not enough to do anything yet, though, at least. We're not frozen on blue, so I can actually grab that. We could Cascade to Skull. I feel like that's worth it. We did not hit 10% instant kill. However, we did randomly hit an extra turn, so that's pretty good. We have extra mana on blue, right? So I can actually go for full mana here. And then just devastate them next turn. We are frozen right now. Please get unfrozen. Okay, this is a little bad. I'm not sure if I should cast. Because if I cast now, we give him a lot of value. Because he'll be able to claim all the follow-up for himself. So I think we pass our turn and let him take whatever. I kind of want to deny him on blue, but he gets a skull out of it. So I'm just going to take a yellow and let him see what he does. We are still frozen, which is really bad. However, he has yet to yield full mana for anything. So I think we take the skull into blue. Actually, we can take the skull into brown chance. I'll take the skull into blue, though. There's a higher chance that he'll get an extra turn than us, so I don't want to risk it. How are you still frozen? I might just have to go for it, gosh. My only concern is he's not going to be frozen. I could always Essence here, but that doesn't help solve the problem we currently have. Oh gosh. How are you still frozen? I'm not sure what the move is here. Lord of Slaughter, just do something. There you go. Unfortunately, lose our turn. However, we had to do something there. Finally, you're unfrozen. Took you long enough. See, the second we do, we auto-win. Maybe I should be running Cleanse. Gosh, if we see a Frost Mage next, we might have to. That freeze was just too annoying. Yeah. Okay, you know what? No freeze today. No freeze today. No freeze for you today. We can always use a hero class with immune to freeze though as well, but I'd rather have the extra benefits of the other stuff. Just run with some Cleanse, because that applies to all of our allies, not just the one. Even though it was applicable to the one that time. However, normally they get multiple freezes rather than just first slot. Okay, are we good to go now? Now we don't have to worry about freeze. Well, we technically do, but the chance of us having to deal with it is a lot less now. Alright, let's get into it. Much lower chance we'll have to deal with freeze. Okay, so we have to deal with freeze on green right now. And purple. Good. That's what those medals are for. Get the almost immediate cleanse. I think we have to go for a poke and hope we get Assassinate. We did not. We haven't hit Assassinate once, I don't believe. I'll take the green since we're not frozen. We'll then go hit this into a sky green, ideally. We didn't land it. As long as it doesn't go too crazy here, we should be okay. Oh gosh, he's going too crazy. We're frozen on brown. Why? That's not good. Okay, we have to hope that our follow-ups is good. Oh gosh, we're frozen. Oh no, we're dead. We're dead! Wild Queen, carry us! How are you still frozen? Carry us, Wild Queen. Okay, she's unfrozen. Go. You need an infinite loop. Go, 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 go. You got this. You got this, Wild Queen. Get infinite loop. Come on, you got this. You got this. You got this. One skull kills us. Anything pretty much kills us. There's no way we win. We'd have to cascade like full mana out of nowhere, and we're dead. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Cleanse didn't even help us there. We're not enough to get out of it. Yeah, it's got, Savage Hunter can do ridiculous stuff when it wants to actually work. Can we stop getting frozen and not getting cleanse? Let's see. I'm just gonna take green for Surge. I feel like it's safer. Okay, good. We got cleansed. Here, have some essence. Oh gosh, you got toted. Should have went for hero. Do you even have stealthy on you? Let's see. We'll go for explosion. And it should win. As long as this doesn't miss. We're gonna risk it though. There we go. And there goes Lord or Slaughter, Lord or Slaughtering. And then you do it again and it's over. Yeah, Lord or Slaughter can go absolutely crazy when it wants to actually work correctly. But unfortunately, we lost one of the battles there. It seems like it should be over 8,000 though, which is pretty solid for a single loss. Yeah, it is. But, oh well. Got an 8,000. Did unfortunately lose the 1 to freeze, even though we have so much cleanse on our team. And oddly enough, we're actually top 4 in bracket right now. And it's pretty close between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And I believe we move up if we make 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. So every single position except where we currently are would move up. It's all very close as well. We'll see where it ends. Anyways, that's Guild War for today. And our defend team did horrible, though it's I'm actually rather surprised. Maybe we should stop using the assassin version and go Frost Mage. I almost feel like running Frost Mage on like almost every defend team. It just works so well. Frost Mage just gets those cleanses or gets those freezes when it needs. And then just goes crazy from it. Okay. Let's go run through dailies. And then we'll go and hand out a code. And then we'll go clean up invasions. And then we'll probably call it a night since it is kind of getting a little bit late since we're doing the stream a little bit later. We're not going to try running speedrunning today, though we will be doing a lot more of it tomorrow. And tomorrow's stream will be much longer. Let's see. It'll probably still start at normal time, though. Might even do some team building for the following week. Also, we'll have faction next week, Green Faction. We already know it's going to be... Or why did I say Green Faction? Because the word was right there. I meant Green Tower of Doom next week. So we do have that going on. It's the first time we had Tower of Doom in like 13 weeks. Normally it's going to be like 11-week interval, unless they add one in between. As it currently stands, it's going to be a 11-week interval. However, this most recent one, I believe, is 13-week. We need to go double check when exactly the date was, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to 13-week at this point. 12 or 13. But normally they're going to be 11-week gaps. But yeah, Guild Wars can be a little frustrating sometimes. Like a starting board can really just determine if you win or just get obliterated within like 10 seconds. Definitely one of the more annoying game modes. Also the most competitive one. And if anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, let me know, and we'll make sure to do so. But yeah, next week we got quite a few shiny things going on. We got patches probably pretty soon too, in the next couple weeks. But no confirmation date on that yet. But other than that, and that's going to be an arena update, by the way, when that does happen. But next week we do have Tower of Doom. And we have ourselves a Friday faction, if I'm not mistaken. I need to go double check, but I'm pretty sure it's Friday faction. Actually, we can check it right now. Pretty sure it was faction. Faction, where are you? Did I remember correctly? Yes, I did. No, wait. Wait, is next week in October 2nd? Yes. Because the following would be October 5th. So I was right, it's faction. We're getting a Zol Carry faction next Friday. for the Kingdom of Zolkari. Unfortunately, one of them has a 100% chance to revive on death, which is just as annoying as the Groshnock mechanic in the other kingdom. Alright, there we go. Clear that out. Let's go clear out dungeons, then we'll hand out code, and then we'll go clear out invasions. And we don't need to do anything with the War Lore event because we already got it done. I didn't forget the code, Bill Warhammer, but welcome. I did not forget. Is your team good in order of Emperor, Corvash, Mountain Crusher, Dragon Guard class, Dragon Soul, and Divinia? I feel like it might have a little bit of a mana start issue. You definitely want to use 20% start with it, that's for sure. Once it gets going, it should be fine, though. It's mainly getting it going. Also, if you're ahead, you probably don't want to cast the Corvash immediately so you can fill up Mountain Crusher. Might even be beneficial just to put Mountain Crusher in front of your Corvash. Possibly with a hero class that gains barrier every brown, so you can tank with the barriers and rush brown a bit more. The only big issue I could see is there's quite a few things that convert brown to red, which can put that team at a big disadvantage. But I guess that's kind of what the Divinia for, isn't it? Since you get to explode all the red. Okay, let me go hand out code. I said I would do it when we hit that. Then we need to go finish out invasions. Well, it won't be fully finished, but it'll be finished to the point where by tomorrow night, we won't need to even do any more on it. Where is the thingy, though? One second. Where is my code? Do I even have Discord open? Yes, I do. Also, I noticed why my computer's actually been slow. My other computer apparently needs a Windows 10 update and didn't get it yet, so I need to go do that. That's why it's actually been slow the last couple days. Seems to be running an old version of Windows 10, and it's making everything very slow for whatever reason. However, I will be updating it tonight. However, it has not been updated yet. So it is still glacially slow. I'm on Discord right now, clicking on where I need to do to go get the code. I might just have to manually type it out, gosh. Let's see. Where was the last code that we handed out? I actually forget now. Let's see. We were there, we were there, we were there. I don't believe we've handed out this one yet. Let me check the one above just in case. Where's my redeem code section? For gold farming and PvP. Oops, I didn't see the question because it moved. One moment. I'll check it in a second. The thing's being so slow with the other page, and now I can't see the chat. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. Is this the code we're looking for? No, it is not. That's the one I thought I used last. However, this one should be the new code. Aha! That's what I thought. Okay, just making sure. I was like double checking. Okay, let me go get the code and then I'll go check the question. Here you guys go. Paste it in. Copy, copy. Paste it again. Here you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com. Reach the game code section or simply click that link. Your invite code could be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says in the bottom left corner is what you put in for the invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with QQ. And give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. It's only usable on PC mobile version of the game. Let's see. That wasn't yesterday's code, the one that you just mentioned. It was a different one. Because we handed out 2 codes yesterday, not 1. For gold farming, are PvP 1 trophies best with Key Team or somewhere else? The best place to gold farm is actually Explore 12 with Double Cedric, Egg Thief, Skeleton Key, set to Thief Hero class. That is currently the strongest gold rate in the game. Able to reach hundreds of thousands per hour. Exact amount depends on your bonuses and everything. But I believe an average amount of bonuses, it gets about 400,000 or so per hour gold. Though depending on your bonuses, that can be a bit less or a bit more. People mentioned with super high bonuses that they get like 1 million per hour. I think they have like VIP 20 or something. But realistically, I think most people are getting around like 300 to 500,000 or so within that range per hour. It depends what your VIP bonuses are and other stuff, but somewhere's within that range. It's the highest gold farming team in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I think it still is. I don't think the meta for it has changed. But you do like explore 12 in like an easy place like Ovania or something, and spam it with double Cedric into Egg Thief into Scouting Key. Okay, what were we doing? Invasions. Let's go get that done. To the invasions. So we should have about 6 battles here. The team we've been using is Soul Wolfric, Lord of Slaughter, the new weapon that came out this week, and Moonsinger is what we're currently using. If you don't have the Mythic, you can run Earth's Fury or Mang as your weapon instead and kind of do that into the Invasion Troop. You can also just double up on the Invasion Troop, and that alone can solo the entire event. However, if you have Lord of Slaughter, that does speed things up quite substantially. As Lord of Slaughter is obviously a very good troop. A little inconsistent, but very good when it lands. Oh, our perfect 5 times got taken away. Right, let me go get the Valraven Tower just to make sure it doesn't escape. We'll then go for Limpina Blade and hope we get alignment. What's your convert again? Purple to green. We'll go for that, I guess, and get Lord of Slaughter, and then you're super dead. You are so ridiculously dead. Oh, wait. Oops, you have reduction. I should have just casted this. This would have killed. End your turn. There we go. Yep, no problem for the code, everyone. You really want a Zugoff, but he costs so many orbs of power. Yeah, he's super expensive. He's pretty much tied as the most expensive troop to get in the entire game. Of course, there's also Enraged Karandera. However, Zugoff is better. Zugoff is way better than Enraged Karandera. Let's see. Do you know what drops are in Epic Vault Keys? They're pretty much the same drops as the normal Vault Keys, just at much higher amounts. There's no unique drop to Epic Vault Keys. As far as the exact drop table, I'm not sure what it is. I think someone might have data mined it by now, but I'm not sure where the data is. It's probably out there somewhere. But to my understanding, it's pretty much just the normal Vault Key drop table times by about 3 to 5 times or so, as far as the amounts for things. I should say about 2 to 5, because I believe it gives 2 orbs when you normally would have gotten 1, if you happen to get an orb drop. I forgot that's not enough to kill, is it? However, this will be. That'll be way more than enough. Way, way more than enough. Oh, another Valraven Tower. Nice. We got a couple more battles in. Lord of Slaughter already to full. Can we just completely destroy it from there? I think we can. Gosh, it absolutely just smashes them to obliterines. Let's see. We have an option there, so we'll go for that. I kind of want to get another Lord of Slaughter down. See if we can get the mana. Yep, he's dead. He's very much super dead. I'm pretty sure that's our last Valraven, though, unfortunately. Essence of Evil, Wild Queen, Karandera, and Leprechaun. Oh, yeah, I never did use Karandera for one of the teams. Interesting. But yeah, I never did incorporate Karandera this week. Was that normal Karandera or an Enraged Karandera? Pretty sure it was normal. Very few people probably have Enraged Karandera. Not even because they can't afford it, but because even if you can't afford it, there is some speculation, obviously, that they could add more troops that are similar costing. And Enraged Karandera is rather lackluster relative to Zugoff and potential other options that might exist underneath Doom. So even if you have the resources to get it, it might be worth waiting. We don't know for sure if that'll be the case, but there is a possibility every single kingdom will eventually have one Doom troop, or, you know, one boss rarity troop. It'll probably be a while before we get to that point. However, it does seem they're inching towards that. And we don't know if they're all going to cost power orbs or how they're going to cost exactly, but it is extremely likely it will happen. Every kingdom getting a boss troop at some point. However, they might add other requirements for getting them into the future. I do hope that one of them is for really high faction renown. At least give something for really high faction renown. Because right now the rewards for high faction renown is pretty lackluster. But if they added something like, hey, There's a Doom Troop for maxing out all the factions, which takes forever. Be kind of cool. But that would lock it behind something that takes an absurd amount of resource costs. However, 8 power orbs is already an absurd amount of resource costs. Honestly, it is actually cheaper. If it didn't cost any power orbs and they just handed it to you, it is actually cheaper to get every single faction in the entire game to max than it is to get one single Enraged Karendare or a Zugoff. It is actually cheaper to max every faction in the game, in the current state of the game, than it is to get 8 power orbs. That's how expensive 8 power orbs are. So them doing that wouldn't be too big a deal, given that the other mythics pretty much already cost that much. Or, you know, the Doom Troops, I mean. Not sure what they're really called. They're called Boss Troops. They're called Doom Troops, technically. Not sure what their official name is. I call them both. Oh, good. We actually cascaded full mana there. To cast or not to cast? I think we risk it. Let's go all in. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh, that wasn't enough damage, though. Fine, we'll kill you then. Got it. Got it. Gosh, there's 2 of them. No! Stop getting in the way of our auto-win. There we go. Oh, there wasn't a Valraven Tower. I think that was the last one. Oh, no! That's the end of the line. Pretty sure the guild will have it done by tomorrow night, and if not, we'll throw down our battles. But I'm pretty sure by then we'll be done. White Grimoire is pretty high up. Is that leaderboard? That looks pretty high. Yes. White Grimoire is trying for leaderboard. I guess Grimoire will want some more orbs. Where does that fall to exactly? 15th. Yeah, White Grimoire, I'm not sure what tier that is. But a lot of people are in a multi-way tie for 15th. Which is 150 orbs. Is White Grimoire here? How much did you spend on the event? I can ask you later in the guild, I guess, if you're not here. But I'm curious how much you spent, because that's obviously to a certain tier. But yeah, 1 tier above that would be top 10. Which isn't much of a difference. It doesn't really get better until top 6, it looks like. And obviously the main thing you want is number 1 for the orb. The almighty orb. We'll be going them at some point. We might try for it next week. I'm still I'm still kind of determining if we will or will not next week. Because we get green deeds, or not green deeds, but those green scroll thingies if we do it next week. Which will allow us to pretty much max out every green weapon in the game. Campaign bonuses and level 115 hordes are not enough to do level 500 pure faction. Very annoying. Well, it makes them easier. It's definitely not auto-win. I never at any point said it would be auto-win from it. The whole point of the stats, obviously, is just to make it slightly easier. However, it's obviously still somewhat hard to do, even with the extra bonus. Anyways, I'm not going to speedrun the thing tonight. However, I guess we'll farm a little bit in invasions. Probably not too many, though. We'll go for a couple chests. I mean, not invasions. Why do I keep calling everything incorrectly today? I meant in Explorer. So we're just going to do some 20% chasing for a little bit. Not trying for world record right now, just doing some simple clears. I'm currently still using the Skyla version. The Throw version is actually a lot more consistent. The only reason for using the Skyla version is its max speed is higher, which obviously when you're trying to get world record is better. However, for default playing, it's actually not as good. Especially when we have these things that are all immune. And tanky because of that. There we go. I forgot how annoying it is to have to deal with immune to burning. Feels weird not having to reset every 5 seconds. That's not a feeling I'm used to over the past couple days. Gosh, how did that miss? Luckily he's frozen. Our follow-up is still awful. Hero has to die. So luckily there's only one thing left to kill. That kind of ruined Flamer for being able to hit, but we're still going to try for it. And it does kind of land. We'll get that down, kill out. Does any of this have immune to burning? No. Oh, yes, the last slot does. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Let's see, we hit that. So rare to ever see that troop, the one with the really annoying thing to pronounce. Such a useless troop. Never has been useful. Like many troops in this game. Pretty much perpetually been in a state of uselessness. Getting even all 4 troops alive to the second room is a pain. Yeah, it can be for some factions. Depends which ones you're doing. It's one of the reasons why resummoning factions are some of the easiest to do in the game, or at least easier. And the main reason for this is you can always go to the final battle with 4 troops due to resummon. That's why generally whenever you hear me mention any kingdom that or faction that is the easiest to do, almost all the time it is a it's 1 of 2 mechanics, or 1 of 3 mechanics. One that has boost ratio based on their stats, which I believe is only 1 currently. One that has resummon, which is generally a good majority of them, or they have instant kill, which the main one that's most relevant for is Stonesong Airy, which has summon and instant kill, as well as Crypt, which has instant kill at a higher rate than the other one, but doesn't have resummon. However, the legend is so tanky that does the instant kill that it normally doesn't need it, because it has 65% reduction with an attack steal. It's a small attack steal, but 65% reduction is normally enough to keep it alive. Also, Frostfire keeps kind of funny with a 65% reduction troop. The rare troop, which is the lowest rarity troop that actually has 65% score reduction, can pretty much carry the entire thing. It's pretty funny. Oh gosh, that was a huge miss. That was a gigantic miss. So much so we might actually have to retreat. Oh no, this is the final battle. We can't retreat. Oh no. Oh no, Skyla, you're going to need to solo this battle somehow. Zugoff, carry us. Carry us, Zugoff. I gotta take that one, otherwise he takes a skull. Come on, Zugoff, where's your mana at? I have to take this and hope it doesn't backfire. Good. Where's the rest of our mana, though? I feel like leprechauning. We'll take a red over there, actually, so we can get a Zugoff down. Okay, we can make this work. Oh no. We might need to get the solo leprechaun out. You got the solo leprechaun. You know how this rolls. Carry a solo leprechaun. Well, it's technically not solo. That's Skyla's backup if it needs. The leprechaun's what carries us, though. With the Bone Storm from Skyla. What a weird battle. And gosh, Soul Care is going to be so much worse to go for soon. Yes, hello, Chad. Welcome. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. After probably 2 more chests, we'll call it a wrap for tonight. Because I am starting to get a little tired. Kind of got worn out from the tournament thing, which we did prior. A lot of intense battles. It was a lot of fun. We didn't qualify for sure. I know for sure we didn't. But we had a lot of fun along the way. It's the main thing that matters. I had a feeling we wouldn't come even close to winning. We don't actually know what the final results are, but it's pretty obvious that we didn't win. Let's see. We'll throw that down, throw that down. Now, I'm curious if the max score we had at one point was enough. Because we had as high as 21,000 at one point during it. There's about a minute delay on the stream, is there? Is the live button showing? Because mine's not showing a minute delay. It has some amount of delay. It has about a, looks like we got about a 10-second delay right now. Shouldn't be a whole minute, though. And Tower of Doom, could it be completed without having a Lord or Slaughter troop? And can another weapon be used? Yeah, phone tends to have a little bit of an issue on YouTube with the playback system, I've noticed. Any stream that has that playback system where you can look back into stream, Phones tend to load the stream a little bit weirder. I have noticed that issue with people who are on phones. And I assume it's across all streams that have that feature enabled. We disabled it at times, but a lot of people like using it, so I generally keep it on, even though it makes phone users a bit laggier on it. In Tower of Doom, could it be completed without having Lord or Slaughter? Yes. And can another weapon be used? Wait, what do you mean Tower of Doom? We don't have a Tower of Doom this week. We will next week. I'm probably using double catchers for Tower of Doom next week. Though you can also use Rowan or Skia Shield. The game mode is not restricted for the weapon color. So you can use a Skia Shield into Rowan, into like Leprechaun and one other troop. You can pretty much use a standard Rowan team almost. The only thing you can't use is Mirage Queen, because it doesn't count as green. But you can run pretty much every other component of a normal Rowan team. Like pretty much upscaling Rowan can be used for the entire event, which is super cheap. And you can't even use Mirage Queen, which is the most expensive option, so you don't even really need anything expensive for it. You just run like double Leprechaun with it, or throw a Tulio in there or something. I'm not sure if you actually meant Tower of Doom though. But that's what you would run for next week's Tower of Doom, or what thing that you could run. I'd probably run the double Catchers build, but for the earlier end, I might run a Rowan build. Might as well. There's no reason not to. For the really low range, it's actually pretty quick. For a lower level range of the event. Yeah, if you mean invasion event, you can do it with Earth's Fury into the invasion troop up front. All you have to do to win the invasion event this week is use 1 or 2 of the invasion troop. Put an Earth's Fury behind it if you have. Otherwise, use like a mana accumulation weapon or something. Maybe Essence of Evil or something. Actually, Essence of Evil wouldn't work on them, never mind. But, you know, use some kind of mana accumulation option behind them. And then just put some kind of last slot there. And you could literally just solo it off of the invasion troops alone. If you need support for more damage, you can use Earth's Fury. If you don't have Earth's Fury, you could try using Mang. Though Mang is not as effective as Earth's Fury in that specific team. But it would still work. Yeah, that's a kill. I was like thinking he had immune for a second. And I saw the burn and it's like, never mind. Is the new weapon any good outside the event? No. Like many of those weapons, they are generally pretty useless. The biggest thing keeping it back is there's no hero class that counts as war gear. So it already can't get boost ratio off of that. Brown day tomorrow. Gonna run Crusher, Sycorax, Mistralis, Obsidius. Opinion sounds pretty good. Just get the Mountain Crusher working immediately, and then just go from there. And it should work out pretty well. The only concern is if you get countered with the brown to red, it might struggle. That's the only thing that you might want to switch out for. It's actually the reason I use the very weird team I currently use. Like, the team I currently use might seem like the weirdest composition of options. My current brown Guild War team. However, the reason I do it is because of how popular brown to red convert is. Because whenever we ran anything else for the day, I tend to have problems occasionally, especially Mountain Crusher. Because it can be hard countered very hard by brown to red. But I've actually found this team to work surprisingly well. It's a really weird team, especially given that it uses Templar, but it tends to work. It's Mountain Crusher, Cirqua, and Hadley, Templar, and Wild Queen. If they do a brown to red convert, you go for Templar, convert it all to green, then go crazy with Wild Queen. Then you can go and get a green to Skull convert off of this. Synergize it, then Wild Queen, and you're pretty much good to go. And if they don't have a brown to red convert, you can get Mountain Crusher working and then go from there. But the biggest issue that Brown Day normally has, especially when using Mountain Crusher, is the brown to red convert. It is very potent, and there's 2 troops that do it now. Summer something, I forget her full name. But that one, Summer Troop and Tapon both have brown to red convert as an empower option. So they get it on turn 1, which is very devastating. However, every brown team pretty much suffers from that, not just those. Like, literally everyone in existence has a problem with that. It's a universal issue of Brown Day. But that's the reason why I use that really weird team. It's to counter what's normally used as an offensive team for that day. Yeah, Child of Summer was her name. That would be her name. Well, it's not as important against Sunspear class. It's most annoying against Child of Summer and Tapon. Because Perpetual Red Storm isn't too bad for the most part, as long as you have something that uses the red on your team. Actually, I don't even have something that uses red on my other team, but I have a counter to it that normally gets up quick enough that it works without needing to use it. How long until next Merlantis week or event? You have trouble getting Tuskor to drop and you don't want to waste orbs on a daily offer. I don't believe he's I do not believe it's within visible sight. I can go check real quick. Next Merlantis event is not within visible sight, it looks like. There's another way to check. Control find. Merlantis. Yep. There is an event coming up for it at some point. Wait, that's a legendary troop. No, it's not. Oh yeah, that'd still be an event, right? There's only one. Where's the other one that goes with it? But yeah, we're getting a common and a legend on 1 week. However, it looks like it could be like 2 months away. We don't have an official date based on how far down it is. But it looks like probably by the end of this year, you'll get a Merlantis event. However, it is not within visible sight. The furthest we can see is, where is it? The furthest that we can see with a confirmed date is November 30th. And between now and November 30th, there is no Merlantis event. So you would have to wait till like December or January for a Merlantis event. It is coming, but it's not till like December or January. No official date yet. We might know as of next patch. But as it currently stands, we do not know when a Merlantis event's going to come around. Also, what rarity is Tuskor? Isn't he epic? You can check summoning stones of his 2 colors. I'm not sure how many copies you need. But you could try summoning him off a summoning stone, though that uses a lot of resources. Well, it is something that you can keep an eye on if you want to get him by an alternative mean. But event keys obviously would be the best way. It looks like we still got a while before it happens. Probably 2 to 3 months. No official date yet, but we might know as of the next patch when it gets updated. Oh, so hello, Kelly! Welcome. Come on, Zugaf, get full mana. Probably easier just to kill that way at this point. 1 more skull is not enough damage. How rather unfortunate. There we go, Zugaf, get your kill. No, Zugaf! You had 1 roll. That doesn't look good. Took it away, we came into a follow-up. Oh gosh, you got an extra turn from that too. Skyla, carry us! Oh gosh, imagine if he devoured. Imagine if he actually got Devour to land. No! He actually did! No! Well then, I guess we're not getting that chest drop. What a fail! What a massive fail. Alright, let's go get 1 more. We can't end on that. Gosh, what a massive fail. It actually instant killed us. So it had 40%, so I guess I had a pretty good chance to. This is why you don't use Skyla build. Thrall is so much safer when you're doing this. I just don't feel like changing the team. Since we're only running it for a little bit. It's great for speed running, but its consistency is way lower than the other team. Even though its max speed is higher. I'm very surprised we don't have a follow-up skull and all that mess. Now we do, though. You got a second Wild Queen. Might, in theory, be useful because the first one, missing the AI, could have enough skulls to kill every with lower attack. Generally, double Wild Queen isn't worth using. For the most part. You could theoretically use it. But, because the extra green would leak into the other one, obviously. But I do not feel like it is personally worth going out of your way for. Like, I can't really think of a situation where another support troop wouldn't just be better. But it wouldn't be horrible to build it that way. It's just normally one wild queen is enough because it generally feeds back into itself. And the amount of mana you need to double fill both of them when it does miss anyways is so high. So you might as well have a different supporting troop that uses slightly different colors. Or like a leprechaun there to rush the mana a little bit more. Or even a second leprechaun just in case. But together they would share too much mana conflict, I feel. Compared to just putting another mana generator to feed the one. Because if you're making a normal team, you already have to use up 2 of your slots. Or 3 of them. You have to use 1 for Wild Queen, 1 for Leprechaun, and 1 for Mirage Queen. If you're using her outside of pure green builds, or, you know, pure color builds. You would normally use her with Mirage Queen. And then that only leaves 1 spot of leeway. And running double Wild Queen up front would be a little bit weird. You'd probably want to use like a hero up front tanking with something. He did not go for the skull for whatever reason. I'm actually going to go for it, oddly enough. Just to set up into this. Okay, final chest this stream. What are we going to get? Anything juicy? Hopefully. Any other questions? Let me know, everyone. Otherwise, we'll probably be calling it a night. As it's already getting past 10. Oh, so we'll take that for now. Keep rid of the burning immune troop. And as match. Okay, boss time. Let's not lose to the boss this time by Kraken devouring us. Would be great. There's no Kraken to devour us here, luckily. Those other shenanigans that can still happen. Still got other shenanigans. We'll get rid of the immune to burning. And let's match. There we go. And that is a wrap. Go see what's in our chest. And nothing good. But we'll be speedrunning tomorrow night. So main goal of tomorrow night, other than finishing up whatever we might need to finish up for the week, the main goal of tomorrow night is to... Also, we already hit 1.9k PvP, right? I think we did. That was one of the objectives. We should be at like almost 3k right now. Yeah, 3.7k. But we haven't tried for leaderboard for ages. Even with 3.7k, I think we're at like 70,000. Oh no, 32,000. Actually a bit higher than normal. No, the leaderboard's even higher than normal, gosh. It's already at 30,000. It's not even... Oh no, it's still below 30,000 actually. That's about within line. Normally by the end of the week, it's like 33,000 to make leaderboard for that. So that's about where it's normally at. But anyways. Tomorrow night, we're going to be speed running a lot of trying to get a world record for Explore 12. That is the main goal for tomorrow night. 100% the main goal of tomorrow night. Yeah, it can be pretty near impossible as a casual player to get Zugoff. Mostly because the amount of resources that you need for it, unless you're in a really big guild, are not accumulated too well over time. You can still accumulate them over time in half average guilds. However, it could take like 2 years. But I don't know, in a decent guild, you can get it done without really trying for it within about a year or so. Without even like directly trying to save up orbs or anything. Or, you know, obviously don't waste all of your orbs, but the blue ones are the main ones you really need. But any guild that gets all guild tasks done and, you know, all the guild related events, it would normally take about a year in the current state of the game in order to get his Zugoff. So it's definitely still doable as a somewhat casual player. We don't have data on how many people have actually crafted it. But if I had to guess, a few % of people within the game have actually crafted Zugoff by now. Maybe it might be a little bit lower. There's no statistic in the game that actually shows that, though, unfortunately. So we don't really know what the % actually is. But I'm pretty sure it's at a few % by now. Because he's been out for about, like, what, 2-3 years? 2.5 years? Somewhere around there. I forget the exact amount of time. But, maybe closer to 2 years. I can't remember at this point. But, they are adding more ways to get orbs over time, so hopefully that'll just be so high that we'll be able to do it from then. Vault events right now are a pretty good way for casual players to try to get more Vault keys, even if your guild's bad. Vault events can end up giving you several orbs over the course of the event if you get enough vault keys. And with the pity keys now, that ends up being a really big buff to it. So even if you're just playing it for like 6 hours over the course of 3 days, which isn't too much time, that's still going to give you quite a bit of vault keys that you'll be able to use. I'm not sure the exact amount. You'll probably get like 4 vault keys with that time, I think. Even if you don't get any drops, just off of pity alone. It's like 4 or 5 from that. So you'd be able to get that and hopefully get a little bit more orbs that way. So there are somewhat adding ways to get more orbs, and over time there'll probably be even more. But as it currently stands, yeah, it can be a little bit hard to casually get it, for sure. It is the hardest troop in the entire game to obtain, after all. Most of the other ones are way easier, of course. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We're not going to be having a morning or afternoon stream tomorrow. However, we will be doing a longer Gems of War stream tomorrow night and try for world record for the thing. Might even go over some teams for the following week, the night of, just so we can have them made so we can get the video out nice and early tomorrow. Or, you know, for Monday, I mean. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. Thank you for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys soon. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And don't forget to finish out invasions and everything else that's going on. And also, this is the last week of campaign. Tomorrow's the last day you have those stats. If you want to complete out campaign, don't forget, tomorrow is your very last day to go and get it out and go get all these rewards. So if you're still interested in them, especially if you bought the pass, if you just did the free side, you don't need to worry about it too much, or if even at all. But if you did buy the pass, don't forget, tomorrow is the very last day to go finish it out. So make sure to do that if you haven't already. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping.